my little marshmallows, and welcome back to Valkyrie Rain. I don't know if I told you guys this, but most of the time that I have spent not on YouTube is also spent reading Wattpad fanfictions. I seriously recommend Under Lock and Key if you happen to be a Miraculous fan over here. Anyway, so for those of you who are on the Fander side, you'll know what I mean in a second. Or if you're just for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, a fan of Sanders sides, you'll know, of course, that there's a lot of headcanons. And I personally have a few headcanons. First of all, who will be the new next Dark Side? I have no idea personally. It might be something that's an opposite to Virgil or Logan. Something a little Remus-esque maybe, I don't know. But personally, it has been announced that there will be another Dark Side coming out. And I am seriously hyped over here. Just line up behind me. The hype train is already going. And, well, of course, then there's April 13th, which, based on the video evidence I've seen from the bloopers, it will likely be the next video. And then there is a detail about, of course, there's my headcanon about how Logan and Patton, as well as Virgil and Roman, are meant to interact. No, I do not ship them, nor do I ship anyone in the series. Just need to get that out of the way so that I don't repeat it over and over again. So Roman and Virgil. Well, if you remember the Yerkes-Dodson curve in the Accepting Anxiety video, well, too much of anything and too little of anything is also really, really bad. For example, too little logic, you can just imagine that. They're pretty much not thinking, not understanding literally anything. And then there's too little morality, you just become a heartless jerk, and then too much, and you don't exactly go anywhere because you're too busy caring for everyone else, and you can't think of helping yourself. So anyway, Logan and Patton balance each other out. They are sort of like two sides of the same scale, or two sides of the same coin. Either metaphor will work, but they work they work together, and they also help Thomas for the greater good. And then there is Virgil and Roman, which at first might seem weird because, of course, anxiety. He's going to, hold Thomas back because he's scaring him for going on stage. But if any of you guys have seen the Accepting Anxiety video, please don't mention that because I'm going to interrupt you and tell you about it right now. So anyway, of course, too much of anything here is going to be a bad thing. Too much anxiety is going to make you very unproductive, and too many being romantic and just caring about your dreams and your everything else more than what you should be doing is also going to be bad. And in the same case of Logan and Patton, Virgil and Roman balance each other out. And that's an interesting little fact. You guys, you shippers out there, can probably use that however you will. But that's just a little notice that I've been having. And then little headcanon. Dun dun dun! Deceit isn't actually that bad. Okay, now I know what you're thinking, but don't click off this video. Please don't. I want to hear you guys' opinion on this. But yeah, I know what your guys are going to say. Deceit's bad. Deceit has been coming in and disguising himself like freaking the Terminator or something. I haven't seen the movies properly, so I can't use that metaphor exactly. Alright, so Wormtail, better yet. Wormtail. Like freaking Wormtail. But if you think about it, Yerkes-Dodson curve pops up again. If Thomas didn't lie or withhold any information in some cases, he'd be out there walking around yelling stuff that nobody wants to hear. For example, my underwear size is... But see, he's not going to do that. That's a slight lie of omission because nobody wants to hear that. And also, too much, nobody's going to trust him because he's lying all the time. It's just got to be somewhere in the middle, and of course nobody's balancing him out except for himself. Remember that moment? It's like, bad deceit. Sorry, deceit. But yeah, I personally do like Deceit's personality also, and he's also a good addition to the story, and also very helpful because I need headcanons. Deceit also is a good driving force for the fanfiction I'm writing. For those of you on Quotev, my username is, I will open up the tab so that I can read my username properly. But either way, it is a great story, and I seriously recommend reading it. But anyway, so there's so very much that you can do, and the description of it's called On the Other Side. After a horrible fight, the four Lightside journey to Deceit's domain to resolve the fray. He offers them a terrifying bargain, peace and harmony, in exchange for their light. What will happen? How will they make amends? And who is the man pulling the strings? That description is written by my co-author, who is also known as The Weird Run or Love That Crystal Candy. My username is Valkyrie, aka Valkyrie2701, and my latest chapter of On the Other Side has been published a few days ago. So go check that out in case you want to, if you happen to be a Percy Jackson fan. Me and my friend are writing two fan fiction, Spells and Shadows and On Death's Wings. Spells and Shadows is the crossover story of Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, and On Death's Wings is about my OCs, Alistair and Arya. Thank you everyone for listening here. I will see you in the next video. Sayonara.